you nicely. So I'll certainly enjoy you the Beltane this year. Oh, hello. Welcome. My name is Merriweather. Welcome to the Cozy Cottage, your one-stop shop for all things cozy and magical, of course. Now, were you stopping in for just a look around, or did you have something specific that I can help you find? Oh yes, well, we have all manner of things here at the Cozy Cottage. Everything from home decor, little suncatchers, mobiles, candles, of course, to spell casting things, spell candles, spell jars, magic wands, all of that sort of thing, and everything in between. Magical runes, magical cards, and of course an array of all kinds of cute cozy things. So, is there something in particular that you were looking for today? Oh, how exciting! Yes, Beltane is almost upon us. It is one of my very favourite festivals, you know. It's a festival of fire, so of course there's lots of passion and celebration of life and love and unity and prosperity and growth as we celebrate the peak of springtime. As everything is really in full bloom. You know, we celebrate spring at the spring equinox, of course, and that's sort of the beginning of Mother Nature starting to wake up. But when you get to Beltane, then things are generally much more actually in bloom, and it's a time of great joy. In fact, I was actually just working on some flower crowns. Lots of people who go to a Beltane bonfire, some other celebration, like to wear lovely flower crowns in their hair. Now, as we get closer, I will have some flower crowns made of real flowers too, but of course if I made them this early they would probably be wilted. Those are more, you know, I'll make them the night before Beltane. But I have quite a few beautiful designs here. Flower crowns that are perfect for spring. This one is one of my most popular designs for Beltane. You can see it's got a whole array of lovely cream and pink and light purple flowers with some little greenery and a few pops of brighter colour poking out too. It's a lovely crown. And this one ties in the back with a ribbon. So it is, of course, very comfortable and perfectly adjustable. Were you perhaps looking for a flower crown for your Beltane celebration? Okay, well, let me show you a few others then, if you would like. I also have this one. It's a bit more vibrant in colour, which since springtime is really in full force now, perhaps this would appeal to you. This one is made with beautiful sunflowers and bright red roses around a crown of greenery. Absolutely lovely and vibrant, as I said. And again, tied with a ribbon in the back. Very secure, perfectly adjustable, and very, very comfortable. If you're going to be wearing something to a festival, of course you want to look absolutely wonderful, but you also need to make sure that it's going to be comfortable, especially if you'll be gone for a very long time. We wouldn't want some sort of crown that would end up giving you a headache. That wouldn't be very celebratory. But all of my crowns are made to be beautiful and also very, very comfortable. So perhaps a crown more like this with a vibrant colour is more your style. Or I do have some other ones. Maybe you would like something that has flowers in it but also has a bit more crown-like elements to it. You know, where you've got a bit of sparkle as well. Like this one. This is one of my very favourites. So you see it's got these beautiful light pink flowers here. But we also have some lovely crystals here. And some golden leaves. All wound around a nice thin golden band there. So this one you're really getting a nice marriage between a natural flower crown and an actual, well, royal crown, I suppose you could say. And again, it is very lightweight, so it won't be too heavy. The crystals here, there may be quite a lot of them, but they are very light ones, so it shouldn't weigh you down or anything like that. And of course, tied with a lovely ribbon at the back. Now, if you'd like, I do also have some actual crowns that could also work very, very well for Beltane. Some people, they may not be all that interested in the flowers. That's perfectly fine. There are certainly other elements that we can draw from as well. Like this beautiful piece here. It's a purely golden crown cast into these lovely leaves here. You can see all the way around there. And then some beautiful sort of braided look around here. And this one has a lovely silvery grey gemstone in the centre, although I do also have it with a green gemstone if you would prefer. And this one is more of a circlet. It would go around your head completely, but it is actually still open at the back here so that it is perfectly adjustable. If you need it a bit bigger to fit your head, or if you need it smaller, you can also bend it in so that it is not going to fall off, not going anywhere. This one is quite ornate, but it is still also very lightweight. The leaves are quite delicate. So perhaps this would be something more that you're looking for your Beltane celebration. Or if you would like, I do have a companion crown that would look quite lovely for that as well. This one, it's got quite a lot more sparkle to it, but it is quite beautiful. This lovely tiara here, you can see it's all encased in this beautiful gold. It's very ornate, but again still rather lightweight because it does have all of these openings here. And then beautiful stones there, the diamond and the emerald in a lovely intricate regal pattern. Perhaps this might be a bit too formal for some Beltane bonfires, but I say it's always better to be overdressed than underdressed. Just my opinion. So perhaps that is something that might interest you, even if not for Beltane, just in general. Who doesn't want to feel like royalty now and then? Now this one is a tiara, which means that it is not a full circle. Tiaras are more just in this crescent shape, but this one does have these very large loops in the back here so that you could pin it to your head if you wanted, or you could also add some ribbon to there to attach it if you would like. But as I said, it is very ornate but still a bit flexible here, so you can adjust it to fit your head and it should still be rather lightweight. This is probably the heavier of the objects that I've shown you, but still not all that heavy. I love the teardrop shapes in the stones here. Such a lovely design. Otherwise, we could also go a different route. If you didn't want a crown for the day, perfectly understandable, we could do something more like this. This is a little beaded hair pin that you just stick into your hair. It can go in the back with a ponytail or a bun, or you can pin it to the side as well, wherever you would like. This one has some beautiful beaded flowers on it in a lovely jade and this pearly white colour with some beads in there as well. So certainly much more lightweight than a full crown, and it is very, very secure. Now the back of this one also has just some very soft thread wrapped around the back here, so you won't have to worry about it getting tangled in your hair. Quite lovely, quite delicate, still quite appropriate for Beltane. Maybe you'd like something sort of in between this and the other one that I showed you. Here. Could also do a little tiara like this. Now we're back to the flowers here, but this one again is only that crescent shape, so it is a tiara technically instead of a crown per se. This one has some beautiful pink blossoms there, similar to sort of a cherry tree blossom. And then we have some lovely ornate golden leaves on there, but it is very, very lightweight. Of all of the crowns, this is the most lightweight one that I have, and so it is very, very easy to put on and wear all day without it being obnoxious. Again, we have the loops in the back here, so that you could attach it using little hairpins or something like that if you would like. You could tie some ribbon. So we've got a bit of a bend to it there again, so that it is nice and flexible. Can be made to fit your head exactly. It's alright to not make a decision right now. We can come back to the crowns later. You can sort of think about them for now. If you don't mind me asking, what are your plans for Beltane exactly? Are you going to be going to a big bonfire? Oh, okay. So you don't really have others to celebrate with. I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes having certain beliefs can make you feel alienated. Sometimes not having certain beliefs can make you feel alienated as well. Well, while Beltane is sometimes a very boisterous celebration, there are also plenty of wonderful things that you can do in your own home to celebrate in the spirit of Beltane as well. Oh yes, of course, of course. It doesn't need to be some big, fancy celebration. In fact, some people, even if they have the ability to go to those big bonfires, sometimes they just would prefer something a bit quieter at home. Something where they can celebrate and reflect in their own time and in the comfort of their home. Well, would you like to see some of the different things that I have that might make your home feel a bit more Beltane-like? Yes, of course. Shall we start with some decorations, perhaps? Now, of course, Beltane is a celebration of spring, so you can celebrate and decorate with any sort of flowers, whether they be, fresh flowers that you pick or you buy, or silk flowers as well can also look very lovely and of course last longer. So anything sort of flower-like is wonderful. But it also is a fire festival, so candles, incense, anything like that is also a wonderful, wonderful addition. Can I show you some things that I have that might catch your eye? Alright. Now this little piece is a suncatcher. It's got some beautiful flowers in it. You can see this lovely sunflower and a little pink daisy there with some greenery behind it. See, since Beltane is a festival of fire, there is quite a lot of emphasis placed on both fire and also light, and so anything that helps to catch the light and make it really sparkle and dance in your home is a wonderful addition. You can hang this on a window or just on your wall or on a door, anything like that. This could be a fun little thing to add a bit of Beltane cheer to your home. I have a few different designs of this as well if you don't like the sunflower, but I mean, it's a reason that it's called the sunflower, isn't it? Because it is so big and bright and beautiful. It reminds us of that lovely life-giving sun. Otherwise, if you would like a sun catcher that is a bit more subtle, but still definitely has that spirit of Beltane, you could also perhaps do something like this. This one is just a very simple green wreath here, a miniature wreath, with a lovely crystal hanging in the centre. So this crystal, of course, with its facets here, will catch the light and make it dance beautifully. And of course the greenery is a beautiful symbol of spring and joy and growth and prosperity and fertility and all of those things of Beltane. And of course a wreath, the circle, the never-ending circle, is also a symbol of hand fasting, which many people do over the course of Beltane, and it's a symbol of the wheel of the year, all of our different festivals that we celebrate. So perhaps something like that hanging either on your wall or in a window or on a door might be fun as well. Otherwise, I do also have quite a wonderful collection of candles too that you might like to light. Yes, I make them myself, so they have a lovely blend of scents that I think emulate this time of year. This one here is one of my favourites for encouraging energy, the life, the passion of Beltane. It really is a time that is absolutely bursting with energy and growth. So this one, it smells of sweet orange, a little bit of peppermint, just a little bit, and lemongrass and tangerine. So a few different citruses in there, and then also just that hint of mint gives it a beautiful, refreshing scent. Here, why don't you give that a smell, see if you like it. It's not for everyone, it's alright. You won't hurt my feelings if you don't like the scent of my candles, but this one I think is quite lovely. Oh good, I'm glad that you like it. Yes, I try to balance the scent so that it's still there, but not so overpowering that it might cause someone with more of a sensitive nose headache. Anything like that. There, but still a bit subtle. Just enough to give you that beautiful energy of a lovely candle burning. So perhaps that's something that you might like. Or I do have another one as well that is specifically for the springtime. I call it Relaxing Bloom. This one here you can see, first of all, is covered in all kinds of beautiful flowers, perfect for the spring. And it's also scented with an array of blooms. This one has lavender, that's where I get the relaxing part of it, as well as geranium, which is a beautiful floral scent that is floral but not too floral. It's a nice, refreshing, lovely scent. And then there's also some tea tree oil, which is not technically a flower, I suppose, but also just gives you that lovely, fresh, new beginning that we get in spring. Absolutely lovely. It just smells like a fresh start. I think so anyway. It smells like the dawn of a spring day. Like hope. Anyway, so perhaps you would like some lovely decorative candles. Otherwise, I do also have some spell candles if you would like some of those. Yes, spell candles, generally I use them for, when I'm doing my spell work or making a spell jar, something like that. Different colours have different meanings associated with them, so I generally sell them in a bundle. And they're just small little candles. They don't burn for very long, but burning the candle is a symbol of your intention. And so you light it before you start working the spell, and then when the spell is over, the candle burns out. Or I suppose you can also blow it out, but generally it lasts a very nice amount of time to be focusing on whatever your intention is. Let me show you. Here we are. So this is a bundle of 8 different colours here. You have pink, red, purple, green, white, yellow, blue and orange. So 8 different colours, and each of them means something different. For this time of year I burn quite a lot of green ones. Green symbolises health, growth, vitality, also prosperity. And there's also yellow, which can also symbolise prosperity and also joy. Then orange is generally associated with energy, focus, the mental clarity, things like that. Blue can be a symbol of peace, can be a symbol of healing, can also be a symbol of good communication between people, things like that. Now, pink is generally associated with love, also with feelings of peace and contentment, forgiveness, things like that. Now red, of course, is a colour of passion. Passion and love, and also protection. It can be, well, when we protect people, we generally do it with passion, don't we? Then there's purple here. Purple is a symbol of divination, generally in magic, and so that one is wonderful for opening your third eye, for inviting dreams, for oracle work, things like that, as well as also just sort of giving yourself a feel of your position in the wider world or the universe, things like that. Purple is very, very good for those things. And then white is a wonderful colour for all kinds of things. Primarily it is for cleansing, also for peace, but it can also be used to amplify other magical uses. And also, white is sort of a substitute for any of the other colours. So if ever you run out of the other colours, you can also just come in and get a whole package of white. White is perfectly appropriate to burn anytime you would like. So, I do have these spell candles here. And if you're looking for something to do with spells, I also have some lovely spell jars that you might want to pick up. Yes, of course, yeah, let me show you. this one is perfect for the season. When I make a spell jar, I like to put exactly what's in it here, so that anyone who picks it up knows. And that way, if you wanted to make one for yourself, you can do that as well. So this is my prosperity spell jar. So it's got all kinds of things that invite abundance, growth, and prosperity, things like that. So there is some cinnamon. Cinnamon is a wonderful, warm spice that invites life and vitality and also prosperity. And then there's clove as well, another wonderful spice for doing similar things, and also clove brings with it a sense of protection as well. And then there is some chamomile flower. Chamomile flower. It's wonderful for bringing about peace. Often it's used in, sleepy teas, things like that. But it also brings with it a feeling of growth and vitality. Then there is green aventurine. Green aventurine, just some little stones in here, beautiful green colour, generally associated with wealth, with luck, and with a sense of health and being grounded in yourself. And then, right on top here, there are a few little coins and golden trinkets in there to manifest the prosperity. So, there's all kinds of things in there. And then, as you can see on top here, it is sealed with green wax from a spell candle. So, perhaps that's one. Or the other sense of Beltane is a feeling of love. So this is my little love spell jar. You can see I've got all of the ingredients listed out here again, just in case you wanted it. This one starts with garnet, which is a very dark red stone. It's quite lovely. It is wonderful for grounding, for feeling safe and secure. And really, if you're pursuing love, it needs to start from you feeling safe and secure in yourself first. And then you are ready to pursue love. And then we have some rose petals, a very universal symbol of love and growth, and also feelings of self-love and forgiveness. And then we have some rose quartz. Another very universal symbol of love is this beautiful pink stone there. You can see sort of in the middle right there. It's a very light pink stone, and it's associated with the heart chakra, which is our emotions and also how we give and also accept love in our world. Then we have some lovely pink salt up here as well, and finished off with some lavender. And lavender encourages peace, tranquility, and it also is wonderful for banishing any sort of negativity as well. And then this candle, this spell jar, is sealed with a pink wax from a pink spell candle. Now, if you would like, I was actually planning on making a few spell jars especially for Beltane. Yes, I'm quite excited about it actually. I have symbols of different types of energy that all are associated with Beltane, as well as a few other ingredients too. Oh yes, well, if you would like, you can watch me make one. I was just about to start, actually. Of course, yes. Have a seat there. Let me grab the ingredients that I need, and then I will show you. Alright. I think that should be everything that we need. You'll have to excuse the it is always quite messy. Always have multiple projects going on. Alright, so first step with any spell jar is to light a spell candle. Now, since this is going to be a spell jar for Beltane, I'm going to use one of the colours associated with Beltane, which is a beautiful green candle here. So we'll just light that. There we are. And that will be how we begin. Now, I always use a nice, clean jar that has been cleansed, both physically and magically. But I also like to start with a little bit of incense, just to make sure that there is nothing hindering our magic today. So I'm going to take this incense stick here. This is sandalwood. It's a beautiful, light scent, very earthy and clean. It reminds me of the earth after a rain, that smell of the dirt. So once that is burning, I'll just take a moment here and cleanse our ingredients. And I will also cleanse the jar. To do that, I'm just going to hold it over the incense stream here and let the jar fill with smoke a bit there. You can see the smoke swirling inside of the jar. There we are. Just want to make sure that that is nice and cleansed, so that nothing harmful is going to enter our spell jar. Alright, now for Beltane. This is going to be quite a unique spell jar, especially for the season. First ingredient is going to be some very rich soil. This is soil from my garden, actually, all full of nutrients. It's not a particularly expensive or rare ingredient, but the soil, of course, carries the energy of the earth. It is from where all things grow. All things get their life from the soil. Even if you're not a plant, you still eat plants, or you eat things that eat plants. So the soil is where everything starts. And around the time of Beltane, soil is a symbol of life and growth, and also feeling grounded and feeling as though we are at home. So we'll start with that. And our next ingredient is another one that is very specific to Beltane. We're going to add in a few little ribbon strands. Ribbon has often been used in Beltane celebrations. You may dance around a maypole or decorate with ribbons, things like that. It is thought to be a symbol of spring and life, with the fluidity of the ribbons, as well as a symbol of the feminine energy. Either way, they are colourful and beautiful and very traditional to our season. So we'll put some ribbons in there. Next, since we have our feminine energy, now we're going to add something for masculine energy. These are little twigs from an oak tree. Now, the oak tree is a very ancient, very strong, powerful, resolute tree. So in magic, it usually symbolises strength, solidarity, and protection. Seeing as this is a time of growth and blooming, adding some natural elements from a tree is a beautiful symbol of the season. Wonderful. Now, since Beltane is a fire festival, we're going to add some of these beautiful stones. lovely variation of colour there. They are going to symbolise our fire, our passion. And they also serve as a lovely grounding stone as well. Put a few of those in there. Where did you go? There you are. Alright. And then to finish off, we're going to use this beautiful dried and crunched up mint. This is from my garden last season. My mint is starting to bloom now, but not enough to harvest. But we will use this mint. Mint is a symbol of cleansing, purity, vitality. So we'll add that into our Beltane spell jar here. Now, if you're making this on your own, you are welcome to add other ingredients as well, or substitute other things that might be meaningful to you. It's really up to you, just anything that you believe captures the spirit of the season. And then we'll add in a bit of rose, seeing as Beltane is a festival of love and fertility. We'll add in some symbols of love and growth and also peace and good health. Rose is good for all kinds of things. So we'll add a bit of that into maybe a bit more. Can never have too much love and peace. There we are. Just crunch that right in the jar there. There we are. Then we will put on our cork. And now we're going to use our green candle again here and seal the cork with the green wax. Green is a colour of growth and health and also prosperity and a little bit of luck as well. It's a wonderful colour for magic. So we'll just use this around our cork here. Make sure it gets all the way around. It might get just a bit on the messy side. Personally, I sort of like that look. And as we do this, we'll also think about our intentions for this season of Beltane. It is, as I've said many times, a sign of growth. It's also a sign of waking up from the winter, from the cold, from feeling dormant. So maybe there's something in your life that you would like to feel more alive, to feel this growth, to really embrace the beauty of new life in whatever way is meaningful to you. There we are. Perfect. The wax is still drying a little bit, but there you have it. Beautiful little spell jar, specially made for Beltane. And there we have it, a perfect little spell jar for Beltane. Well, why don't you take that with you? No charge for that one, just you enjoy that. It was my first one, and since you did watch me make it, I would love for you to have it, right? Now, another thing that people like to do around festivals, if you would like, is to take sort of a ritual cleansing bath. Now, this can just be a normal bath that you take by yourself, or it can also include other ingredients like healing salts or flowers or things like that. Actually, I have a few of them if you would like to see. Sure. I've got a few different kinds of bath salts here. This one is probably my most popular this time of year. You can see this lovely pink colour here. This is a rose bath salt. So it's made of pink Himalayan salt, which is a wonderful mineral for your skin and just your body in general. And then it's mixed with some lovely rose petals in there. So all you would have to do is open this up, take out a few spoonfuls of this and place it under the running water as your bath is filling up. Can you smell that? That beautiful floral silky aroma of the roses. It's quite lovely, I think anyway. And then as the water is running, the salt will dissolve and give your body all of those wonderful benefits. So that's one option if you would like the rose. Otherwise I also have this lovely one, which is wonderful for spring. Again, staying with that theme of energy and awakening that we get at springtime. This one is an orange bath salt. So you can see again it's got some lovely chunky salt in there. And then mixes of orange blossom and also dried orange peel. So with this one you get a beautiful citrusy scent. Give that a smell. Even just smelling it makes you feel a bit energized, I think. So this is a wonderful bath for giving you energy, as well as just giving your body and your bones and your joints a bit of love. It's hard to be sad after you've come out of a beautiful orange bath, I think anyway. Energy, vibrance, a fresh cleansing, all kinds of wonderful benefits of orange blossom. Or if you would like something, instead of energizing, something that might help you get some wonderful, beautiful sleep after Beltane, you could always go with lavender. The rose is my most popular during this time of year, but lavender is one of my most popular all year round. You can see again we've got that lovely chunky rock salt with dried lavender petals, little flowers in there. And this one is wonderful for giving you just a very gentle feeling of calm and relaxation. It can soothe the muscles as well as the mind. This is one of my favourites to do at night because it is such a lovely, relaxing feeling. Give that a smell. Just a gentle hint of that lavender smell. Soothing and fresh. A perfect spring evening. I think so, at least. So perhaps having a lovely bath, a lovely soak in the tub with one of these natural organic bath salts might be something that would be fun for you on Beltane, especially after a celebration. Sometimes it's fun to just have some time to yourself, to unwind, to focus on yourself. So, I showed you quite a lot of things today, but were there any items that sort of stood out to you that you would like? Oh, excellent choice. Yes, I like that. Sure, yes. That's a wonderful choice as well. Well, if you would like, I can get those things wrapped up for you, okay? And then you can get home and start planning your wonderful Beltane. Alright. Alright, I've got all of your selections here wrapped up in this basket so they're nice and safe. Oh yes, no, you can have the basket too. It's always nice to have extra baskets around. And if you would like, I can also include a few little recipe cards for you. Do you like to bake at all? Okay, well, this is a wonderful little recipe for Beltane, for spring in general. You see, Beltane, since it is a fire festival and a festival of spring and vitality, it is also very often associated with the Fae, or the fairies, whatever you would like to call them. And so this is a lovely little recipe for fairy cakes. Little cakes that you can leave out as an offering to your local fae. And this is a very nice base recipe, but you can also add things to this like edible flowers, dried fruits, or nuts, or chocolate chips. There are certainly some fae out there that like their chocolate, but this is a lovely, gentle, simple recipe for that. I'll put that in your basket here too. And then this one is for a Beltane tea. If you like tea, this might be a fun thing to brew for your Beltane festival. It can be used on its own or as black tea as the base, and then you can add in a few of these other ingredients or all of them, whatever you would like, alright? And then it will give you the steeping instructions on there too. So I'll tuck those into your basket as well. There. And that, I think, will do it for today. Well, I'm so glad that you decided to come here today. I absolutely love talking about festivals, and I hope that you have some wonderful things to help you celebrate Beltane all on your own. Well, I hope that springtime and the Mother Goddess treats you with all manner of prosperity and love as we get close to Beltane. And of course, have a blessed